welcome back to High School Wrestling Live on KCRG 9.2 tonight. We are at West Delaware High School in Manchester, Iowa, in a battle for the Del Buck Trophy between the top-ranked West Delaware Hawks and rival Independence. Mustangs come in favored here at 170 pounds with our Justice Electric matchup. Who says there's no justice? 6th-ranked Kyle Fank for Independence, 31-3, against Jake Teumer, 10-10 record for West Delaware. And KJ Pilcher alongside wrestling legend Coach Dan Gable.
Well, you know, I'm in wrestling country. I can look around and I can see it. But like I said, we've had a lot of tremendous supporters for this sport up in this area. Bill Seedorf was one of the past ones that he's passed on now, but his family and his company has done a lot for the Hawkeyes in wrestling over the years.
In the Northeast Iowa corner, when you get north of Highway 20 there with Waterloo, obviously you know that so well, and Brainerd County, and of course you know you talk about the Crestwoods and the Waverlys and programs like that, Independence, West Delaware, you mentioned Starmonts, New Hamptons, just so much history and tradition up here.
Yeah, as you say those towns, I think of people's names, you know, just boom, boom, you know. Charlie Falk, who didn't wrestle here, but who lived here, his family did, and so was a two-time All-American, I believe, for the Hawkeyes, and stays in the sport a little bit and helps coaches the kids club.
In Manchester.
Pardon?
I just found out tonight Charlie Falk lives in Manchester now.
Well, that's great. He might be here.
He could be. He might have to take somebody down to get their seat. It's packed in here tonight for this duel between the two rival programs.
Getting close. The ankle keeps slipping out. It is, good job of keeping. That ankle's got to come up high, and there, I think he's got the takedown.
Fank just kept working and working, and
well, that's what you got to do. Call it right there. You work till you get it. As soon as you stop and start holding on, and if the other guy is continuing to work, that means he's got an advantage. If both guys just stop, and that's neither an advantage. But if one guy's still working and the other's not, then chances are that's going to slip, and the scoring's going to be by the guy that's working. Got that leg in there. He's looking for ouch. Kind of lands his head a little bit, but that mat's pretty soft.
Fank leads 2-0 at the end of one. He was able to work for that takedown. There you see Teumer deferred his choice for the second period, and Fank will choose down to start the next 2 minutes. West Delaware leads 32-9 over Independence. Two will face each other again just in less than 48 hours at the Walmart Conference Tournament Saturday at Marion High School. Nice action there by Teumer to bring Fank back down to the mat.
Well, you know, he's got to make up for that lost takedown. He's going to show him he's still fighting harder here. There's a switch action, re-switch, and didn't work, and end up getting a good reversal. Now he's up 4-0.
The 11th match of a
He's locking that cradle up. And he tries to roll it through, and it worked, but he did not contain it. Good job of coming out of that. Got some arms.
Those that suicide cradle where you put yourself pretty much on your back
kind of
to
like
roll
there
through
a little bit.
Is that something when you were coaching? Did you have very many wrestlers do that? And did you kind of tense up when you saw them?
Yeah,
do that?
Not too many wrestlers have the ability to do that, but if you hit it quick and you're powerful and you have a chance to get it, some guys can do it every time. Probably the best guy I've ever had doing it was Joe Wins.
Okay.
I think Bubba Jenkins hit it in the national finals on that David Taylor. A couple years ago. I saw it in the Olympics this year, actually, against our heavyweight, and it worked.
Wow.
So, pretty amazing sometimes. Got to do it quick, though, because the guy could post an arm.
I guess that'd be even more so on the international level. Hit points for exposure just by stalling a move like that.
Well, you got to be a little careful there, but a move that works, puts the other guy on his back, and you got to keep doing it.
There you see Fank flattens Teumer out. Is he working for a little bit of a leg trick there?
Right now, he looks like he's just kind of hurting the guy, hurting him.
Time ends here in the second. Fank's 2-0 or 4-0. Added a reversal there in the second to go with his takedown in the first. Teumer will choose neutral to start the third period. Last of 3 2-minute periods if there's no overtime. Fank in on a low single on the edge of the mat. How can Fank work up from this position?
He'd have to kind of come back to his feet. Well, he just showed us, didn't he?
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was more of what West Delaware did. He kind of kept his feet close to the other guy, kind of sat, and so it was an easier takedown. Got to keep the distance there between your feet.
Fank now leads 6-0. .120 to go in the third period.
Yeah, you got to be thinking major, especially with the team down like this. Either back points or let him up and take him down a couple times, or get a stall call. Or like that, get a cradle, and he has a good opportunity right there to he got in a little trouble. Got to come up in the air with that ankle. He just, instead of hanging on, he can get a stalemate. Potentially dangerous, actually. If he really wanted to come out on top there, he needed to pick up that ankle and be able to spin.
At this point in the season, too, Fank's leading 6-0. We talked about the major decision, but it could also be key to kind of send maybe a little bit of a message to an opponent when you might face him in conference, or whether it's districts or sectionals or state, that you can't hang with me a little bit.
It's a big message that that you're widening the gap. But more than that, also besides that, you're showing that you're really a contributor to the team, because when you go to the state, you might only win by half a point, and it could have been that difference whether you scored that major or not. He's working hard. He's just kind of settling in, riding, and doing a good job controlling that leg. Tell you what, tough leg riders, you got to know what to do there. Needs to crawl forward and slide his knee out of that. He didn't quite get it. Went for back points there. Close if he could scoot a little bit. It's close. No back points.
Fank will record.
He went for it.
Fank recorded a 6-0 decision. Independence's fourth win of the night. West Delaware leads 32